Hello friends and enemies. Welcome to the unhaul. This is going to be manga heavy, but there are books. We'll probably start with the books. And this is round one of the unhaul. There will probably be another big unhaul in early 2025 because I need to make room on both my shelves. And also, it's just time, you know? Like, you never just be like, I need to take things. So most of these will go to McKay's in Nashville. And if they don't go there, they're going into little free libraries and things like that around me. And this does not include stuff that I've set aside for giveaways to my members and for like any arcs and stuff that I've gotten physicals of and I have a finished copy of. So I will probably like throw some of those arcs in a little free library. We might do like a YouTube short or something with that. But let's talk about it because I've got a good stack here. I don't even know how many books this is, but we're gonna find out. First up, we have a Sarah McLean, Scott in the Dark. This was one of my first Sarah McLean's. I love it. It's a hardcover. I love hardcovers, but there's something about historical in mass market that I just prefer. So I'm offloading this to instead switch to mass market one, which I think I already own it in mass market. And then I have the same, Marrying Winterborn by Lisa Kleypas. Loved this. This is one of my favorite Lisa Kleypases. But same thing. I just prefer a paperback. I don't know what, I just think historical thrives in a paperback format. Then we have Rachel Bloom's I Want to Be Where the Normal People Are. I just don't really keep memoirs. They're not, like, I enjoy them. They're just not something I want to keep on my shelves forever. And then we have Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I think I'm sending this to my bestie. I need to check if she still wants it. But I didn't like this at all. I was really annoyed with it, honestly. So it's leaving. It's pretty, but it's leaving. This one is a favorite book. I ended up with 2 copies on accident. Basically, I found it at half price and I forgot I owned it. And I have one that's signed and one that's not. So I was like, well, Fake It Till You Bake It by Jamie Wesley is obviously gonna go. Somebody's gonna be really excited to read this. I think they're gonna have a great time. Then we have The Never King by Nikki St. Crow. I have multiples of this book, so it's time to offload some copies. And that's exactly what this is. Next, we have a badly behaved author. That is Lana Ferguson, The Fake Mate. I really enjoyed this. And then she acted a fool. So away it goes. Next, we have Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I also really enjoyed this, but I have a Lumicrate, I think, edition back here, so I don't need both. Then I have, oh, this is an arc. 2 arcs that are gonna go into little free libraries. Deja Brew, Hot Ex-Boyfriend here. These just came out, so I won't probably put them in, like, they came out in October. I don't know if I'll put them in the little free library yet, but they will be going to the little free libraries soon. Next, we have Bewitched by Laura Thalassis. I've ended up with 2 copies of the first book. I don't need 2 copies. This is going. Then we have First Comes Blood by Lilith Vincent. I read this book, never finished the series. I don't know if I'm going to. Goodbye. This is another one, a favorite, but I have multiples of, and that is Rafe by Rebecca Weatherspoon. I forgot this at Steamy Lit, I think, so I bought another copy. So now I have 2 copies. I don't need 2 copies. This is going. Then we have a freebie I got, which is Blood Laws by Lexi C. Foss. I believe I got this at a Polycon. This isn't a book I'm going to want to own physically, most likely, and it's not a book I'm going to read physically, so goodbye. Then we have When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon. This is super duper cute. Highly recommend. Wonderful YA. I just don't really keep a ton of YAs on my shelf. Then we have Tessa Bailey's It Happened One Summer. I enjoyed it. I'm just kind of over Tessa at this point in my life, on top of like issues. I think her writing just isn't always working for me like it used to. Okay, now the manga. If you are in Nashville area or going to be, this is going to the McKay's in the next 2 weeks of you seeing this video. If y'all want a video where I like talk about the trading process there and how much I get, let me know. First, we have volumes 1 through 4 of Pleasure and Corruption. I liked this, but the more I've read it, the more I'm like, I'm good. I've read better things now. There are better options that don't feature high schoolers playing with kink. Next, we have a really cute doctor-nurse romance, and that is An Incurable Case of Love, volumes 1 through 7. This is complete. This is one I've owned for a minute and have read, and I never have revisited it or had the urge to, so I think it's just time to say goodbye. So hopefully somebody's really excited to find some fun. I think this is Jose, if I recall correctly. Next, we have Ramen Wolf and Curry Tiger. This is really cute. I just don't like it enough to want to own it. I know there are people that love it and do want to own it. It's just not one that I'm going to drop $14 on. So I'm offloading volume 1. I read volume 2 in a bookstore. I think I'm just okay, you know? Then we have Dream and Sun. I read volume 1 and didn't love it. So it was just an immediate into the note pile. I have I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. This is really cute and I really enjoyed it. It goes a lot into grief and mourning, like learning someone's dying. It's good. I would like someone else to get to read it. The next one's 12 volumes, so it's gonna be 2 hands. He's currently rubbing on the tripod because that's my life. There's one thing 2024 gave me. It's finishing series and being really disappointed in them. And that's what I have here in this two-handed pile. This is 11. Is it really? Whatever. This is all of Yakuza Lover. I'm going to set them down and just hold up one volume. I take that back, 12 volumes. So I finished this year, and this was so disappointing. I really enjoyed it up into almost the very end, and then the last couple volumes did not work for me, they didn't deliver on the story setup or anything that had been done previously in volumes. I feel like it was really disjointed, and yeah, I didn't love it. So I was just like, we're just immediately unhauling this series. Another one that I had been excited for is Alpha Wolf Girl and Omega Wolf Boy. This one centers so much rape throughout the story, repeatedly, and also didn't do a lot to develop the Omegaverse world here, like what it wanted to be, and was really, really, really lacking, in my opinion, overall on the, like, just story front. It was really unappealing, and the little bit of interest I did have by the end isn't enough to make me want to pick up more, so goodbye. Here's one. Okay, so I've almost bought this series multiple times, and I've read a handful of them digitally, and I've enjoyed it, but I think I would rather, because it is such a long series. I mean, it's 18 books. Takane and Hana, I'm gonna offload because I have 2 volumes, and I just don't see myself wanting to collect the rest of it. As I've continued my manga reading journey, I've read these earlier in it. I found other things that I like even more, that I prefer. I do understand people's discomfort with the age gap in this one. It didn't bother me, but I thought it was really fun, and I think if I read the rest of it, it will be digitally, not physically and on my shelves. Oh, I also have volume 1 of that, so 3 volumes of that. I'll count all these at the end, and I'll tell you how many. Scarlet Volume 1 and 2. This is a this is a Yuri vampire and werewolf shifter, if I recall correctly. This was fun. I enjoyed it. Again, something I read early in my reading. I'm never revisiting it. Then we have 3 volumes, which is Bad Boys Happy Home. I liked this. This was a fun BL. There are better BLs, though. I think this one deals in a lot of heavy topics. And the art style, for me, while cute and fun, is very shonen-y and not my favorite for BLs. So it's just gonna leave. Next, we have Scattering His Virgin Bloom Volumes 1 and 2, another BL I really enjoyed. Omegaverse, fun time. It needed another volume or 2, and I think I would have kept it if it had 1 or 2 more volumes, to be honest with you, because it was lacking some plot that it needed more time with. Like, I feel like we needed more time with the story and more time with the plot. Then we have some more duplicates. I accidentally double bought The Dragon Knight's Beloved Volumes 4 and 5, so these are going to get sent to my K's and brought in because I didn't return them. And then last but not least, we have all 6 volumes of Ladies on Top, another series I finished this year, one of the steamship titles, and I really liked it until the last volume where I felt like we got no payoff for the build-up, and that's disappointing. It had so much potential, and it really did a really fun job, like, discussing relationship dynamics and, like, sexual preferences, and then it just fell off at the end. So there's that. But yeah, that is everything I'm trading in / unhauling for now. I will have another unhaul, like I said, in the new year. I'm continuing to just kind of pick through my books, but I like to take stuff into my case in smaller batches, so it's just easier and quicker. So yeah, I'm going to take all these. I will count them, and I'll put a number up here for you to tell you how many books I had exactly, because I don't know. You can let me know how you feel, like, about unhauling books in the comments. Like, do you unhaul? Do you go to the little free library and unhaul? Like, what's your preferences? And if you don't want to do that, leave me a cat emoji down there. I'll have links to these books, I guess, if something piqued your interest. And if you want to follow me anywhere else on the internet, those will be down there as well. And I will catch y'all in just a few days. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we